Okay, I can do this. The last of the voiceovers. And this is a one. It's about 2 a.m. But unfortunately, I'm all out of chocolate syrup, so I can't do chocolate syrup and ginger snaps. Right now, I'm listening to some OC remix. I'm downloading the whole Final Fantasy VI remix album they did. So got some neat OC remix music going on. I realized I forgot to put in a reference. I was gonna add one last time. I'm not entirely sure what the public opinion is about those. I know Kooper likes them. Kooper likes anything I do. But I enjoy putting them in there, so I'm gonna keep doing it, whether you want me to or not. And hey, here's a boat. Isn't that what we were looking for? Look, it's Minardi's ship. More frost opportunities to use. That's a fancy and kind of intimidating looking ship. It doesn't look like they sailed here though. Of course not. They were killed at the lighthouse, weren't they? Do you think it could have drifted here? Yes, Cayman. That would be logical. Probably me chastising Kraden again. If we had let that thing use Sachuro's head, we could just take their boat. For all we know, the orb is at the bottom of the sea. With them. Well, there's no point in hanging around all day. Let's go see about finding ourselves a ship we can use. And I try to explore just in case there's some loot on board, but it's not going to take me long to realize there isn't much to do here. Again with all the caves, my gosh. I skipped this place, I don't know why. I think I want to find a town, and I don't want to do a cave. I think that's it. That's my best guess. We're going to use some more of this awesome axe. Again, 33 damage, it's pretty consistent with that. And a beam is a pretty effective thing. It's good. I think it's better than Flare Wall, but I'm not positive. I feel like any time Stone Justice is used, some detective, some private eye named Clint should just emerge out of the ground and I don't know, put the guy in jail. Stone Justice with Detective Clint. Clint Hawthorne. That's his name. Detective Clint Hawthorne. There's a detective in my county, and I know this because I don't want to, but I had an internship with the prosecutors, people who try criminal law for my county, and you there, hold your ground. What seems to be the trouble? Just wait there. They don't look like they're Champa. I agree. Sorry for the delay. You may pass. What were you, checking us for? Our town was sacked by pirates. They'd come to free their leader, Briggs. They came from the east, a small party, and we repelled them with ease. But then, foreigners struck from the west, exploiting a weak point near our prison. That's over now, though. Feel free to relax and enjoy your time here safely. That's what I was talking about with Briggs last time. So Briggs is in control of the no. Briggs is in control of some pirates, and the Champa are some like they're like barbarians. I don't know, and they kind of came out of nowhere and blindsided the town while Briggs's crew was trying to break Briggs out of here. And so I guess the Champa busted Briggs out. Anyway, in my county there's a detective, and I don't know like anonymity, but his first name is Clay. Detective Clay. I mean, what better detective name is there? Zero. But I must say, Detective Clint Hawthorne would come close. Clyde. Clyde is a good detective name too. We're finally getting some attack upgrade for Loot. She's a little weak with her wooden stick. Okay, Detective Clyde's last name is going to be Manchester. So that's my fictional detective team. Clint Hawthorne and Clyde Manchester. If that doesn't sound like the most like stereotypical detective names to you folks, I'm not sure what's wrong with you, because does sound like detective names to me. Clint Hawthorne, Clyde Manchester. I gotta write like a story about this. After all, I am an award-winning writer for my fiction. I do have to say, a dress would look much... Lordy. A dress would look much nicer on Jenna, but I don't think we're gonna have the dough to throw that at like 3 defense points. I wonder what I'm talking about here. Huh. 30 coins for 3 points of defense. That's actually not terrible. Yeah, and 40 points for 40 coins for 4 points of defense. I guess I decided that I have enough defense as it is, which is a respectable viewpoint. I haven't been in danger yet this game. Once again, wondering what the heck I'm doing. My lady and I have been told to guard that jewel on the mantle. Oh, that's the thing to sail the ship. Hey! You just like grab it, and then like grab the boat and you can sail. Darn it, my master plan to steal the gem was foiled! Something about proving Briggs' innocence. Oh yeah, we I think we learned about that in a minute. I don't know. I don't fully remember this whole Briggs storyline because you know voiceover. And I see that treasure chest up there. I want that Trezzy. I want to grab that TC. Don't worry, gang. I figure it out eventually. You'll all see. You'll all see. She's got a face, so she's important. Oh, is she reading Synergy? Sounds like she's aware of our shenanigans. Holy shit! So many names. Can't handle all these proper nouns. Oh, Briggs is heading to Al Hafra. Oh, that's important. No, but that does tell us where to find a boat, so that is helpful. And I think I'm eyeing this wall, noticing that you could probably run on it. I'm trying to figure out how to... Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, why can't I stop yawning? Okay, you know something I pointed out when I first filmed it that I do remember? I was talking about plate tectonics when I was in this village, because people are saying like, you know, oh, it's a supercontinent and stuff. And looking at the world map, there's one continent that looks a lot like South Africa, or looks like Africa or South America. There's let's see, and if I remember correctly, there's something resembling India. And so when I was filming this part, I mentioned how, and in fact, pretty recently, as far as plate tectonics are concerned, India crashed into Asia, mainland Asia, and the collision of those plates pushing up against each other is what creates Mount Everest. They collide, and so they, kind of like if you push two pieces of paper together, the edges will mash together and they'll start to rise up, because they don't have anywhere to go. They can't just crush together, and that's how you get the Himalayas. So I was picking up on this apparent plate tectonic theme. I can't imagine that this is an accident, that this is made in the game without and it's just coincidentally that it works out so nicely as plate tectonics. But it does seem to me like there's a North America, a Europe maybe, and an Asia, and it would make a lot of sense because there's so many Asian resembling places in these games. There was Jean and Lama, which I guess was more like Japan, and Jean was of course China. There's Madra, which is obviously it's like an Indian region. And we saw an Indra cavern. Indra is a Hindi snake, I believe, snake god or something. So it looks like we've got a lot of Asian parallels going on, and plate tectonics, which can be the whole world. So it definitely seems to be based off the real world, kind of like Pokemon. Every town is, or every region is based off a new city. Fifth gen was what, Manhattan? And it looks like this game is based heavily upon the real world, geographically. This area is I think another one that we can't get through. It seems like there's an uncanny amount of areas where we walk in and we realize, oh hey, we can't do this, and we have to leave. And so I'm starting to catch on that this might just be built that way. That you walk in and you have to learn that, hey, you can't get past here. But it is frustrating when like half the places I walk into are worthless to me because I have to find them later. Especially when it's such an easy fix. Just let me use lash from the other side. I can get across. And I think this is me trying to find that, trying to grab that TC, the treasure chest. Or maybe I just decided I haven't explored all the houses yet, and I go to take care of that. Yeah, an Earth. Yeah, look at that. Moving continents. That is plate tectonics, folks. An enchanted trident. Oh, that does not sound familiar. Oh, hey. I want that. Is that a second entrance? No, it's just a window. How do you get in there? I don't think I got that thing yet. Oh, and I believe here I'm talking about the names of the djinn. Because if I didn't say this already, before I transferred my data over, I went back and grabbed some djinn, so now I have 7. My main party has 7 Mars, 6, and 6 of everything else. 6 Venus, 6 Mercury, 6 Jupiter. But the names of the djinn that I'm picking up here seem unfamiliar, and so when I got Fog, Breath, and Echo, I was thinking, you know, these are probably new djinn. These are probably the djinn I missed in the first game. But then I got Cannon, and I did not recognize the name Cannon. So I wonder what's going on with that. How if I can't get 8 djinn. I really don't know what's going on. I guess I shall see eventually. So here's our town prison with oh, it's Kooper. Wait. Oh, I keep mixing up Kooper with Alex. I told you already. I'm not a Champa. Then where did you come from? The heart of the Eastern Sea. If I told you where, you'd never believe me. Look at me when I'm trying to talk to you. Are you mocking me? I implore you, do not anger me. Oh, do you? So what's going to happen if I make you angry? Hey, Shin, maybe you should go easy on him. Hey, it wasn't your girlfriend who got hurt. I'm sorry she was injured, but I cannot. I don't want your sympathy, freak! I want you to get angry for me. Obama needs his anger coach.
I'm confident I was able to communicate the strength of my convictions.
Mitt, when you was talking about Libya, you got a little special treat right there, dog. You got to see my angry eyes, like this. I usually reserve that, but when Bo poops on the carpet or Joe Biden says anything.
Stop, please. Even my patience has its limits. Hey, don't you want to see what it'll do? I think we should just stop. If my words will not cool your temper, then... Whoa, that was synergy. Again, Creighton with the clutch detective work. We should call him Clint Hawthorne. Ah! Did you do that? What did your friend expect? You monster! I am no monster. Help! This man, he must be an adept. Of course, that was clearly synergy he just used. Perhaps we should try to learn a little more about him. When will that kindly elder return and end my imprisonment? Whoa, yellow eyes, creepy. I have no time to wait, but I don't want to have it to hurt anyone. Why did I use my synergy in anger? I must maintain control. My action should never cause regret. I sense someone using synergy. That person. Could he be? No, he's not of my people. When will I be freed? Okay, whatever. When I first saw him in the jail, I mixed him up with Alex, but no, that's Kooper. That's a different person. We haven't met Kooper yet. We got a nickname screen at the beginning because Kooper, the real Kooper Kushiro, gave me a nickname, and he wanted me to name this person Kooper. I know nothing about this person beyond, hey, stuck in jail. Okay, cool. Has Kooper escaped? Oh, I'm so relieved. So Kooper hasn't escaped. If he had escaped, the Elder would no longer be able to protect him. But from the looks of things, it seems there was a scuffle. The cell is in disarray. What happened in there, I wonder? It seems Kooper is a man of many mysteries. Not the least of which being that boat he arrived in. Oh, you there. You look like travelers. My lady, now is not the time to be speaking with strangers. It's all right. This one has such kind eyes. When did you arrive, and where are you going? My lady, please. Are you going to Oceania? I'm not sure. Which option do I pick? I knew it! One requires permission to cross the bridge to Oceania, correct? Then I hereby grant my permission to these 4 travelers. Relay that message at once. Okay, thank you, I guess. You may all continue your journey and cross into Oceania. Thank you, lady. Why am I walking back into the jail? What did I think would happen? I think soon enough I figure out how to get that treasure chest. Hopefully. Oh hey, this looks like something we need reveal for. Just a guess. Aha! Another entrance into the Madra catacombs. Oh, this looks very confusing. Aha! Wait. Why didn't I use Lash? What am I doing? I don't think yeah, this place is confusing. Very good. That barely took any time at all, Mayflower. I'm proud. I guess I've concluded that log with the vine is important. Saber dance, you would think that's pretty good. Oh, hey, my Final Fantasy music finished downloading. I'm about to start listening to that right now. And once again, Windows Media Player did not load it instantly. Frustration. Alright, let's fire it up. Oh, I just got a new synergy, didn't I? I got Tremor. And I believe I tested out soon enough. Doesn't look like it does anything so far. Now I noticed that the logs stay their same color. They don't go to black and white. So I feel like they're gonna tip if I use Tremor, but I'm not completely sure. And Saber Dance is pretty much worthless. It's like, I guess it's 1.5 times the damage of a regular attack, but it's also 7 points, and I think I have a 50-50 shot to do Stone Justice anyway, so who cares? Hey, is this dude using double team? And another important thing that I should note about Tremor that I don't think I ever mentioned when I was originally doing it is that it's not necessary. It looked completely optional. And there we go. There's finally getting some slight hint that it might be doing something. Maybe it only works at close range. I did not really get a good grasp on what Tremor does when I first recorded this. I'm really kind of clueless. It seems pretty worthless. Because it's not mandatory. It's probably not mandatory. I don't know, it might be mandatory. I guess we'll see, depending on what type of obstacles we have in necessary places. And I guess I've had enough with this cave. Tremor just does not seem to be worthwhile so far. What I'm not liking about these Final Fantasy remixes so far is that they're basically, they seem like the old songs just with like new instruments. They're not like the best OC remixes to me take a few like basic elements of the song it's remixing and then completely transforms it, a new genre, completely new style. And these are just like, okay, we'll take the opening prologue, but make it like an orchestral thing. And what's the point? It's not really that inventive. But now I'll listen to a Zircon. Can never go wrong with Zircon. He is a drum and bass producer who lives in Maryland, and he started out working for OC Remix. And he's so good at video game music and making electronic music in general that he does video game music for actual games. I think he did some Street Fighter music. Very impressive career in my opinion. Oh, he remixed Shadow's theme? And there's heck of Clint Eastwood references. It's called A Fistful of Nickels. There's a Clint Eastwood western, basically the one before The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and it was called the one two before Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was called A Fistful of Dollars. And this is, oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is a perfect blend of Shadow's theme and Ennio Morricone, the guy who does songs for Clint Eastwood's old westerns. Oh, this is actually awesome. I just clicked on it because I saw it was Zircon. But wow, it's like, so good. It's Shadow's theme. It's my favorite theme, remixed by my favorite guy from OC Remix. Oh, this song is awesome. Most of them are pretty average, to be honest. And there's... If I didn't know any better, I would say they're They're like ripping off the old Clint Eastwood songs. This is, if anyone has watched old like 60s westerns, spaghetti westerns, you have to. Oh, there we go. Here's how I get the treasure. You have to listen to this song because it is a very inventive mix. Ooh, very good boost. Very inventive blend of the 60s composition style and Shadow's theme. Also, if I played Final Fantasy VI today, I would name Shadow Tuco. Tuco. That's the name of the ugly in The Good, the Bad, the Good. He's basically a perfect. If Tuco's the name of the ugly from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. If Tuco was quiet, he would be Shadow. The just persistent, pretty bad-natured, greedy, money-grabbing, slit his mama's throat for a nickel, resilient, determined, and just grimy, plays dirty, ninja type, sneaky, conniving trickster. That's exactly what Tuco is, and that's exactly what Shadow is. Just the only difference is that Shadow never really talks. Whereas Tuco never stops talking. And I've got another Zircon song queued up. Oh my gosh, this is the opera song. And so his name is Zircon's name is Andrew Aversa, like Aversa, and it says right here that it features Jillian Aversa, which is his wife. He's married to the singer, and they do songs together sometimes. Oh, this is about to be beautiful. This looks suspiciously like a gym hideout, so I check it, and it's not. So whatever. Zircon's wife is actually a really good singer. I didn't realize she was this good. This is beautiful. Maybe not, I might not like this as much as the original, just because, ironically enough, even though it has a real singer, it doesn't have all the emotion, but it's still a great song. Oh, you know what? Jillian Aversa was also featured in the Shadows theme, so I bet she did the whistling. I bet Zircon got his wife to do. Hey, look! I figured out how to do Whirlwind first try. Good for me. And wouldn't you know it? It's the Champas. Yeah, so this is just proof that they weren't working with Briggs. They just broke into the place. They just raided the town, and sure enough, they freed Briggs. A bunch of people thought it was a conspiracy and that the Champas were working with Briggs somehow. But that is not the case. Yeah, I'd have to say that Zircon's version of the opera song, it does fall flat compared to the original. here's one on him. I don't know which song this is. It's Zircon, but I don't know what. Catastrophe is the name of the song. Huh. Oh, hey, Jin. Hold on, I'm gonna have to find out what. Oh, this is like the beginning song. I can't do this. But it's like that kind of really tense opening song. And this is very much in Zircon style, with the electronic looks at it. He was also, Zircon was pretty much in charge of the whole project, if I remember correctly. I was about to pause it and look up, try to translate that, but it wasn't needed. And look at that, we have a new summon that takes 2 different elements of Jin. So I assume we'll be finding more of those along the way. And I would hope those are pretty potent, but I guess we'll see. And look at me keeping the episode parts short. I'm proud of myself for that. But I guess that's it for this part. And that also means, yes, I'm done with the voiceovers. Oh, finally. Oh, it's been such a pain. But I hope I've made these episodes at least bearable as compared to with no voice at all. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you stick around for the parts that are going to be much better than this, because I'm actually going to be playing live.